governorate. Would like to tell us more about the current situation at your constituency before minutes before the closing of the polls at 9 p.m.
Well, we're right now in Ashtoum Gamil Primary School in Port Said Governorate, where we have been witnessing how the voting process has been going throughout the day. Now, from the early morning up till 2 p.m., the number or the participants in the 2015 parliamentary elections was good. Now, at or after 2 p.m., the numbers started decreasing gradually because we were approaching the break that started at 2:30 and ended at 3:30. Now, 5 minutes before 3:30 p.m., people were gathering in a fair number, we could say, in order to come and cast their votes in the 2015 parliamentary elections. Well, in comparison to the early morning, the numbers of voters were relatively low. Now, after the break, or maybe like 2 hours after the break, the numbers were still in average or were fair. And up till now, actually, and before the opening or the closing, rather, of the polling stations, the number were still fair. So the overall participation today, right here in Ashtoum Gamil School in Port Said Governorate, was average.
Linda, how far do you see the women's participation in the turnout today in Port Said? As it's commonly here, obvious in Cairo.
Average. The polling stations were the number of participants or the number of voters in the polling stations were in a good number in the early morning, but towards the afternoon and towards the evening, the number was average.
Linda, do you have any idea about the security situation or the security arrangements taken by police or the army for securing the poll before the closing time? Do you have any idea?
There are heightened and tightened security measures right here surrounding this polling station of Ashtoum Gamil Primary School from the early morning and up till that moment as well. Right here in the area, we're having army soldiers inspecting everyone that is getting into the location where the school is located. And also there are a lot of army soldiers and policemen securing the school, and they are available inside the school as well in order to ensure that the whole area is secured. Now also helicopters were flying over in the afternoon in order to ensure that all security measures are taken and that the whole area is safe and that all the polling stations around the governorate are safe. Now let me also mention that there have been a number of very important visits today to the polling station of Ashtoum Gamil Primary School, and this includes the visit of the governor of Port Said and the head of the Port Said Security Directorate. That's also besides the monitoring or the existence of the monitors from the League of Arab States who came to monitor how the voting process has been going throughout the day. Now, as you can see right here beside me, we can see the people or representatives from the Egyptian Red Crescent who came here in order to provide aid to anyone who is injured right here at the polling. Anyone who is injured throughout the area. Now, to update us more on that, I'm being joined by Dr. Mohammed Mustafa, who's the team leader of the Egyptian Red Crescent. Sir, thank you so much for being with us today. Now,
thank you. Thank you.
Now, let us speak first about the Egyptian Red Crescent and the purpose of your presence right here today.
We are the Egyptian Red Crescent. We are the Egyptian Red Crescent volunteer. We are the emergency action team belonging to Port Said branch. Our role today is provide and make the first aid, first aid to any purpose, to any people need any aids.
And what are the services or the facilities that you've been providing so far today right here in this polling station and the other polling stations as well?
Our service we make first aid like any person suffer from coma, drowsiness, any injured people we can treat with we can deal with it. We have with this team we can alhamdulillah we make many achievement. Today is all today now today is good, all everything is good. Only one injury we found it suffer from drowsiness and vomiting, and we deal with him and we transfer it to the hospital.
Now I can see a bag right here. What does it contain?
This is a first aid bag. It's contain all item which we can need, like gauze, bandage, cotton, and some items we can use it like blanket.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for being with us today, Nile TV International. Now, Ibrahim, those were all the updates we've got so far today from the primary Ashtoumi Gamil Primary School right here in Port Said Governorate.
Thank you very much, Linda Abdellatif, our correspondent in Port Said. That's all for today's